John, I love your show.
Who are you?
John Williams.
Here with an unlimited supply of misinformation is Mr. Know-It-All.
And so it begins.
At 3:09 on CCO. Here's what I did sign up for. Don't want to brag, but did you see the Star Tribune today? I didn't even notice it until a friend of ours here, Brendan, who used to produce Chad's show, now works for an agency in town, and one of his clients is the Aquatennial. And he sent me an email today about noon saying, look at that, you on the front page of the Twin Cities section of the Star Tribune. And there it says, teams milk the cartons for speed and buoyancy. Good headline, Strib. Paddlers in all manner of floating creations gathered Sunday at Lake Calhoun's Thomas Beach, eager and ready to get their milk carton boats on the water for the Aquatennial milk carton boat races. The event consisted of 6 heats, each with different rules or regulations that put teams head-to-head to see who could race their boats, which ranged from fire trucks to cows across the lake and across the finish line first. They chose 2 pictures, one of a team celebrating with their oars in the air as they crossed. The other bigger picture is of the Fireman's Fund milk carton boat, entirely made out of milk cartons, but painted red and looks like a floating fire truck. Wow! And who is there paddling away? But 1, 2, 3, there were 4 of us. You see 3 of us. I'm the one with the crown on his head. Dan, you need to put our guest up on the line. I don't have the phone line up yet, but Carmen, are you there? This is John Williams. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having us on again, John.
Carmen, what's your last name again?
Hawkins.
And what is the name of all of the people that were on the boat? Do you remember the other 2?
Our superstar paddlers, aside from you, obviously, was Fireman's Fund employee Emily Freilich and Fireman's Fund employee Ben Larson.
Right. So Emily is the pretty lady smiling and
she's got
looking
her game face on.
directly at the camera. And then Ben is kind of standing bent over, and he's paddling away. He's a handsome human. He's got muscles and everything.
Yep, we brought him in as a ringer. We joke with him about that, but he was our secret weapon this year. Aside from you, obviously, your big guns made the front page of the paper there. You joke about it, but you brought your A game, and we were happy about that.
It really was fun. I got to tell you, when I got home, my wife wasn't able to go, and she said, how'd it go? And I said, it was just a lot of fun. We won. Not that was so important to me as you did it. But she goes, well, what do you know? One of your life's ambitions has been fulfilled.
And we didn't sink. See,
I had goggles. I was the only one with swimming goggles on our team.
Safety first. You were smart, just in case. But our standing tradition of never testing the boat before the race day, it's working, so we'll stick with that.
There was a real moment of truth, because this is a boat made with 2x10s as a frame, big pieces of wood, and then it had batteries on it hooked up to blinking lights on the front, and there were wooden ladders on the side, and a lot of things that I thought, you guys, and then you put 4 adults on there. And I thought, okay, and then it looked kind of top heavy because it's tall, sort of like a long, tall box, like a fire truck.
Yep.
I was worried that we were either going to tip or sink, but we just zoomed right along.
Well, thanks for not showing your fear before the race, because that would have made all of us a little nervous. But
you know what was also interesting is then we take off against the boat we were racing against. I don't know who they were, but they did a pirate ship. Their ship was gorgeous. It was really complicated and elaborate. It was a little rough in a way on the paint and the assembly, but I thought, well, that's because
it's a pirate ship.
It's a pirate ship. But yours was like gleaming, perfect, straight lines, so they both looked exactly like they should look. A fire truck racing a pirate ship across Lake Calhoun.
And the fire truck came out as heroes. We won the race because of you. Thanks.
Susan Blanche is my producer. Susan, were we able to put the video up on my Facebook page of me and our team racing?
No, you got a phone call at the time, remember? So we never got to finish.
All right, I have the video.
You have a picture on your Facebook
page. We do have a picture of all this on my Facebook page, but the video will show that when they got just a little bit ahead of us, I took my oar and I was whacking the side of their ship with the oar.
You scared them off. Your attack helped us win.
I grabbed their boat and tried to kind of pull us ahead. I don't know if I should say that, but I did. but
all's fair.
Well,
it's
so
Milk Carton
then,
boat racing.
as we started,
Aquatennial has no rules. Once you get on water, you go.
Well, here's the deal. The one rule is that however many people start on your boat
Mm-hmm.
have to finish on your boat.
Yep.
And they had 6 guys, which it's a give and take. 6
Yeah.
more rowers, but then more weight. And so as they started to lose, their guys were jumping off one at a time to make their boat lighter.
Well, they gave up. They knew they weren't going to win, so they started jumping off. You're hacking away, and your crown. They knew they weren't going to beat you.
Yeah, I'm not so sure of that. I think it helped that they did that because it was a photo finish. Literally, we both crossed just at about the same time, although we were kind of going out of bounds as we did.
Yeah,
But
the wind.
It really was a factor, but also because they sort of cheated by lowering their weight ratio, we were awarded first place, even though maybe...
They beat us by an inch or two.
Yeah.
Well, and the Aquatennial guy in the water said it was the closest race that he'd seen in a long time.
It was really fun.
We stepped up. We did it this year.
Yeah.
We absolutely, hands down, open an invitation for you any day to be captain of our boat.
Carmen Hawkins,
hop on.
with the Fireman's Fund at the Aquatennial, I mean, she doesn't work for the Aquatennial, but her boat was in the race. That company took 4 of their garage spaces and said, okay, you guys build it here. And you then got the supplies from Home Depot. They donated them.
Yep, absolutely.
And
Home Depot.
You and your colleagues in your off hours put it together. But mostly you. You mostly built that thing from the ground up.
We had a lot of people on on vacation, and there's, summer cold going around, so we were a little short volunteer staff this year, but we pulled it together. It's being part of the Aquatennial every year. This is our 4th year now. Always so much fun. And the Star Tribune, the Beach Bash, is one of the best events.
It was well done, and but really, an event like that happens. I mean, everybody. As much fun as it was for you and me to be in it, and it really was, the people on the shore were just having a blast watching us. So
absolutely.
That event is great because people like you go, all right, I'm going to spend weeks building a stupid cardboard boat so that you can watch it for 5 minutes in the water, and then they all go into garbage trucks. So yours didn't, but hats off to all of the people that do that, because I just think it's one of the things that makes summer fun in Minneapolis.
Absolutely. And with another full week of Aquatennial events, Aquatennial.com. You can go and check out the rest of the events, like the Torchlight Parade this Wednesday, the Lifetime Fitness 5K, the fireworks that are one of the best in the nation. Some of my first, like my best childhood memories are coming into Minneapolis to see the Torchlight Parade. And I mean, when you're growing up in the area, it's part of the culture here every summer. And I don't know how they schedule it, but it's always the hottest week of the year, too. So
they told me that they schedule it for the warmest, driest, on average, week of the year. And those two factors combined put it where it was. Hey, one last thing before you go. Mm-hmm. I got to move on, but you were telling me yesterday at the Aquatennial that you guys underwrote the insurance for the filming of Field of Dreams.
Yep, absolutely. We insure about 70% of the movies made in Hollywood. It's our entertainment division. And it's interesting, you think about those types of things, and with it being filmed in Iowa there, the point where they filmed it had been so dry that the corn had never reached its regular height. And the filming crew and the actors, when they're running through the rows of corn and when they're shooting the scenes next to the actual cornfield, the corn was actually taller than them, and our company pulled up a solution with that to dig holes where
the corn wasn't as tall. They were taller than the corn, but the corn was supposed to be real high.
Yes, exactly. So, and so when you're seeing the movie, the actors are actually standing in probably a foot in a hole to make it, it's movie magic. When something like that happens, you got to keep filming. You can't pull up and move it,
When they walk out of the field or when they're running through the corn, they've dug ditches or holes for everybody to stand in so the corn looks taller.
Yep, absolutely.
Now I got to go watch the movie and see if I can pick that up. That's hilarious.
That's the legend around the office, and it's one of those things, all of the little problems that, you don't expect. But, yeah, it was absolutely really, when they say the best days of summer, they mean it. Yesterday was definitely hot, and seeing all the kids around and all the little kids running around in fire hats we gave out.
Yep, you guys did a good job. All right, we're going to go. Carmen Hawkins is with Fireman's Fund. Look at the picture of, she's one person, sadly, who's not pictured in that photo. The other three of us are, and it's on the front page of the Strib Twin Cities Plus Region section today. Thank you, Carmen. I'll talk to you again.
All right, super. Loved having you on our boat. Thanks, John.
There she goes. Boy, you want somebody like that where you work. Doesn't she sound like a doer, a go-getter? Hey, just before